Welcome back to Limbus Company Daily Mirror Dungeon. Here at the main menu right now because, a little bit funny because the Lineage event ended. I mean, logically enough, we're getting ready for the next season, so we're having a week where it's, the old one, but Praise Kill, because it's a T-Corp. I think it's got to download the update and everything. Yeah, they'll probably just cut here. I just wanted to show that. Alright. Download is finished. Time for a new update. Assume there's going to be some story cutscene right now. I don't know for sure. I don't know if they mentioned it. No, there isn't actually. Okay. Well, good to know. I was kind of expecting one because a lot of the other Dante's notes had multiple things. But Öufi Heathcliff, main thing of this week. And of course, there's just the fact that we are a week away from, well, next season. Exciting stuff. Oh yeah, I got some thread thanks to, the polls and stuff. Yeah, here he is. Öufi South Section 3 Heathcliff. First Section 3 identity we've gotten so far. Cool stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything else too notable to check. I don't think so. I think we can just get started with the daily the daily extractions. See if I get lucky and get the 3-star here. Not particularly counting on it, but it would be nice if I didn't have to spend all of my boxes on Heathcliff shards right now. It's how it goes, though, so, I'm expecting it. Did get lucky earlier and got a Heathcliff 2-star, so I at least got a couple more Heathcliff shards from that. So that'll add up to something, I guess. Okay. And the actual one, Öufi South Section 3 Heathcliff, do the daily poll. Do we get lucky? Doesn't look particularly lucky. Doesn't look lucky. Alright, that's fine. Gonna need a shard in then. I'm just gonna pull. God, this hurts a little bit. I'm not gonna have like no boxes next season. That's fine. Put these all into Heathcliff. It's actually not a great amount, but that's fine. I'll have to open more to get the upside, I think. No, I won't actually. These aren't too bad. Yeah, here we go. Let's grab it.
그럼 지금부터 상호 2패 하에 계약 검토를 진행하겠다. 헛짓거리나 하지 말자고 우리.
Now we'll proceed to review the contract and mutual intents of both parties. Let's not do anything stupid and waste other time, yeah? There he is! Very dapper with, the very T-Corp colored attire that Öufi has. And there he goes. Oh, of course, as always. Check this. Now that's one less blank in our way. Less obstacle. I'm sure that can be used for something kind of generic, but that's fine. I mean, we already got contract from Magic Bullet Otis. I don't know what else we would have been able to get. That would be funny. Yeah, here he is. 4 3-star for Heathcliff. Funny for him to get it before a season. I guess this way you can basically make it so that you're pretty much guaranteed to be able to get some decent Heathcliff ID before the season, right? You've got a lot of options. These two really aren't great for main story stuff and would not recommend them, so I guess it's nice having another option behind Piquad if you want to use like a solid 3-star. But N-Corp and 7 are also just really solid. Yeah, I should have enough tickets to instantly max you out. Yep, that's for sure. Do it like this for the bit. Actually, I had some brown tickets too, so I could have even come into the bit even harder if I wanted to. Let's just get you upside, though. See the upside story. That was your final warning. Now is obstruction of contract execution be observed. I was compelled to be all of you. Okay. That is fair enough, with your funny little tremor gaming. The contract chamber is cold and silent as a freezer. There are two people sitting across one another in this cold room. One appears extremely anxious, while the other appears rather angry, but the room is silent. This silence could be attributed to... the child slowly marching his way between the two of them. Right on, you two. Oh, I mean, commencing attendance and observation of the mutually agreed upon contract. The proceedings will be observed upon by the Öufi Association South Section 3 Fixer Heathcliff. I mean, it looks like there's another one back there, so I guess... whatever. Every spoken and written word exchanged in these proceedings will be observed by me, the attendee, and can be used for and against the two parties. This contract has been put into effect the moment it was submitted to the Öufi Association. Any disturbance to the execution of this contract, or any behavior that may be considered a breach of contract will... Boom. The child slammed the floor with the tip of his polearm. as it has been stipulated in the Öufi Association's duties as an attendee and an observer, result in execution of the involved parties as per the terms stipulated in the contract. Reply if you confirm that this clause has been fully understood. Every resident of the city has heard the stories about the Öufi Association at least once. Fixers dressed in gaudy hats and cloaks, carrying weapons resembling axe blades. They're not the kind to go around brandishing their weapons in the streets or get involved in street brawls. Instead, they they follow the contract. Type of moment. If someone fails to fulfill a contract, they will chase them to the ends of the earth to make sure that the contract is executed. Of course, since they're fixers at the end of the day, the extent they are willing to go depends on how much they're getting paid, but that is exactly what makes the Öufi even more reliable. Yes, sir, understood. Ugh, sure. Jolly good. Let's not do anything stupid and waste each other's time, yeah? Jolly good is a very good thing for Heathcliff to say. I don't know if he said it before, but, a very classic British thing, Jolly good, old chap, old sport. Right, first order of things is the contract summary. The child begins reading the document out loud with a rather annoyed expression. Going by his frowning face and his irritated tone, one may assume that this is not the kind of work that this child is cut out for. But he was rather skillfully maneuvering through the contract, his expertise clearly shining through. And that's the gist of this clause. Is this clause mutually agreed upon and fully understood by both parties present? Yes, sir. No objections. Yeah, sure. He was also covering every corner of the contract to verify that neither party had any issues with its clauses. Wait, this ain't what we agreed upon. Until one of the two parties suddenly slammed the table before jumping to his feet, that is. Oh? You said you'd take that burden yourself. What do you think you're doing here? Pulling this kind of... What are you talking about? Our initial agreement was that... The child's face begins to twist into a scowl. The more polite of the two knew exactly what that scowl indicated. Please, you have to calm down. The polite one was trying to appease the angry party. But the child isn't a very patient person. This is your first and final warning. No more. I was told that this contract had already been mutually verified and agreed upon. I am here only to observe and thereby ensure that it goes into effect. If you're about to pull something that'll void the contract at this stage, then the next contract with your name on it will be the one for your coffin. Raw. You heard him. Let's all take it easy, calm ourselves, and... Shut up! Are you seriously... Oh, if only he took but a second to calm himself. If only he took a second to think things through. There are people who can never calm down, no matter how dire things might get from that anger. I already gave you your final warning. This contract clause stipulates that, should one of the party refuse to comply with the clauses, any following refusal after the first and final warning will result in an execution of the concerned parties. The child was a fixer of the association that acts as the legal enforcer for contracts. The Öufi Association always ensured that contracts are carried out, even if it meant resorting to the use of force. It was his duty to see a contract, approved and observed by the association, through to the end. The contract chamber, which was supposed to remain silent save for the voice of the observer, fills with clamor and sounds of something wet getting chopped into pieces. Ah. The child slumped onto the pile of bloodied flesh that once was one of the clients. Not sure if I like starting off today's schedule with a massacre when I've got 4 more of these to go through. The child crumbled up the now useless contract and tossed it behind him. He produced a different contract and began slowly reading through its contents. Well, no use crying over spilt milk. At least this one doesn't have any deadly clauses. Hopefully these sods are better about keeping their words. The child lightly dusted his clothes, slowly came to his feet, then left the chamber. It was as though nothing had happened. Cool. Yeah, very fitting. I mean, they did similar things with the first DHID and the first, tank ID, but, like, the first ID, the upside story is to give you a good sense as to what the fixers do, right? So we see him in the middle of his work. I'm actually 3 thread sure, that's interesting. See him in the middle of his work, 2 parties, keeping it very vague. I mean, which is fair enough, really. We'll get rid of 3 years. So there we go. Now we can bring you to max uptime in the process, since, you know, funny. Weird seeing a round defensive skill. I don't like it. I'm too used to not having them. But there we go. Now we can actually take a look at exactly what you have going on here. It's a fairly simple idea, but Tremor Decay is the main thing here. Hopefully his thing is going to be decent. Point power +1 for every 3 Tremor on target, max 2. That's actually really easy. Basically, +2 point power if the target is 6 Tremor potency. And it's a +2 Tremor count on a skill 1, not bad. Really, that feels like a really good roll. That's a 15 rolling skill 1 with a really easy conditional. Of course, it requires a conditional, but it's a easy conditional. This one's similar type thing, point power +1 for every 6 Tremor on target. So if the 12 Tremor potency, it becomes a 4 + 8 2 coin. Nice, Tremor. Not a lot of Tremor, but it's something. And your skill 3, Execution Sentencing. 5 + 4, +1 point power for every 6 Tremor target. So at 12, it becomes a 5 + 6 with 3 coins. Yeah, not bad. Inflict 1 Tremor. If the sum of target's potency plus count is 20 or higher, trigger conversion target, converting Tremor into Tremor Decay. Amplitude conversion converts Tremor, or you convert Tremor to a different type of Tremor. Tremor Decay. 1 defense level for every 4 potency on self. Okay. Every 4... Is this uncapped? 1 defense level for every 4 Tremor potency on self? Without a cap? Otherwise, it's just normal Tremor, but... in the same way normal Tremor does. Okay, yeah. So it's unique Tremor, effectively. That is just... It counts as Tremor itself. But that is... a lot of potential for defense level down, I suppose. Interesting. I think it's like a passive defense level down. Defend, inflict Tremor count to the attacker. Expect to not stack with multiple uses. Yeah. It's a little bit of Tremor count if you need it direly. And then deal more damage for every 6 Tremor count on target. So if they've got 18 Tremor potency, you do 30% more damage just constantly as long as you have 4 Bright owned. And you trigger Tremor Burst whenever you get your Tremor conversion off. Your Amplitude conversion, which should happen fairly often. It's not too hard to build up 20 Tremor on someone. Well, yeah, he seems solid. Once again, like, the thing is, it's a very simple unit, but there's a lot of fun potential here. He seems to have pretty solid rolls with enemies as Tremor, that sort of thing. But let's just get straight into it. I've already made sure to earlier set the stuff up so that we've got, you know, the team ready. The team is going to be, I mean, a fairly standard Tremor team, right? Who else are we doing? Like you and you. Yeah, that sort of thing. Make sure everyone has at least 1 Tremor Burst, like, ego for the bit. Making sure I've got that right. Do you have any Tremor Burst egos? I don't think you do. Yeah, no, that's fine. You shouldn't need it. Because we want to spam Tremor Burst, potentially. That's the potential idea we've got going on here, right? Alright, and yeah, you can see, start with Starlight Words. We're starting with Nixie Divergence, Bell of Truth, so we could, theoretically, make the Tremor Fusion gift, but I'm not going to, because we're probably better off without it, honestly. I don't think we'll need it. And Green Spirit 2 for more Tremor, and Downpour, just constantly keep on triggering Tremor Bursts on enemies, and keep on building up their Tremor potency and count every turn. It'll be very solid. Yeah, I'm excited to use this guy. He seems fun. We'll do something like that, and that should be good. Now, we have you for your support passive, because it'll just mean the lowest max HP inflicts defense level down based on their Tremor. I think it should be you, 164. Yeah, it's gonna be you. I don't think anyone here is lower than 164 HP. Because the rest... the Tremor units are, like, middle ground bulky most of the time, except for you, mainly because of the fact that you want that passive to trigger you. And you're also... oh, I meant to look at you, right? Your passive is the one that just means that every Tremor Burst gives defense level down. We'll be able to get a lot of defense level down stuff, especially if we can get the Melted Eyeball, which shouldn't be too hard to get, right? It should happen. Yeah, look at him. He is dripped out. I've heard some people, like, saying stuff like they do not like the fit, but I like it a lot. It's a little different. It's a little, like, frilly and stuff, but it looks cool. It's, you know, like that sort of aesthetic to it, right? You can immediately execution sentencing. Not that it'll be great for us to immediately do. We'll wait. We'll use it turn 2, right? Get a bunch of Tremor on people first, and then do it, so we can see the amplitude conversion go off. right? Shouldn't take too much to build up Tremor on all the enemies. Oh, we lose these? No, we do win these with Heathcliff. He just lost with one of the coins. But enemies have enough Tremor that he's pretty much always going to be able to get, like, his conditionals off, it feels like. That's why Nixie Diversion is so important. Getting their Tremor count going so their Tremor builds up quickly and consistently. Okay, unfortunately we will not be able to get that there, because that'll kill. Oh, well. Well, we get to see the first coin of execution sentencing, at least. We won't be able to actually get the amplitude conversion off, though. We'll be able to do it sooner or later, though, right? Definitely gonna try and get in more of those in the shops. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see. Yeah, because we're starting with a bunch of good stuff and we're mirrored in 3 hard, we will immediately be able to get all of our good Eagle Gift to ++. I know all 4 of these things have really good upgrades, so we're probably just going to upgrade all of them. Also, I keep on going for the blunt cameras. You're not blunt. You've got 2 slash, 1 pierce. You're not blunt, which is kind of against most other tremor units we have. It's the first, like, good tremor unit that doesn't have any blunt on it at all. Which is cool. It's a little bit more variety. Maybe I should stop going for the blunt beak fights and instead go for some slash beak fights or something to make up for that, right? Sure, we'll immediately go for the amplitude conversion. Maybe they'll have enough tremor at the time. Your skill 1 and skill 2 inflicts tremor, right? It's potentially... Oh, that's barely enough. Yeah, there was just exactly enough to get the amplitude conversion off. Nice. Tremor decay. I think I said it was a little underwhelming, but that is a really powerful defense level scaling, right? Like, we just got, like, how much did we get on you? 24. So you lose, so last 7 turns, yeah, of course, normal tremor count stuff. Lose 1 defense level for every 4 tremor points dealt. So you're -6 defense level. What's your defense level at? 33. Enemy level -7, thanks to that. Yeah, that is definitely cool. I think I was a little too negative towards, you know, that thing. I think amplitude conversion is super cool in general. The real question is going to be what other different tremor amplitudes we're going to get, right? Because the thing about them is going to be, you're not going to be able to stack them, because whenever you amplitude conversion, it says it'll turn all tremors of all types into that one. So if we got, you know, like tremor explosion or something, for example, and you triggered that, it would convert all tremor and tremor decay on target into tremor explosion, right? Not that I think we'd get tremor explosion, but it's a funny idea, right? Max out all of these. Spell of Truth, very funny. Downpour ++, very funny. Trigger 2 tremor assault on all enemies at turn end. Because why not? We spent a lot of cost there, but it's very much worth it. Because the tremor gifts, when upgraded, are super good. Like, Green Spirit's gonna make it super easy for us to inflict a bunch of tremor on, like, every enemy. So you've got your skill 3 immediately. You've been kind of lucky with getting your skill 3 pretty much immediately every fight. Not that we really want to use it on this guy, but we have it for next turn, that's the thing. We can pull it out. Definitely might consider, like, taking off, like, Ishmael or something from the team, like, for bosses and stuff, so he doesn't get 2 skill slots if we really want to commit to, you know, focusing on him. Always a solid idea. Also, could be beneficial to get something with charge if we're going to be using Roseband or Rodion so that she can actually get her good skill 2 off immediately. That's a lot of staggering. Immediate execution sentencing you, why not? This guy has high HP, we should be able to make some use of it, right? I mean, I guess you kill him instantly anyways, but, you know, it's the thought that counts. The Tremor Burst. Basically, every enemy is going to have at least 4 fragile every turn. Baseline thanks to the combination of Downpour ++ and Bellatrix ++. It's a little bit silly, but we love it. Tremor's just kind of stupid. That's part of the fun. I think we're also gonna be able to trigger... No, we're not. I was gonna say, I think I got Roseband or Mercer's passive for a little bit of flash power. But I'm fairly certain that that one's a Gloom Resonance or something, which is not very great on a Tremor team, although it's something we can get sometimes off. You need like a 3 Gloom Resonance for like +1 Flash power to target as Tremor to your highest speed unit or something. I don't know, Roseband or Mercer's passive will not help us that much. Defense skill power up, sure thing. probably the best you get for us anyways. It's the only one that does really anything. It doesn't do a lot, but if we get Nebulizer, it's something, right? Merso skill change note. Reverberation is funny. Didn't even think about it, but yeah, no more Blade Lineage events, so we're not going to be able to, we're not going to be seeing any of those events. Carmel means enemies will get closer to being staggered immediately, sure thing. Let's roll a little bit now. Like, this stuff would be good. I'd really like house more skills to be good. I really want to get more stuff for Heathcliff of the thing. Nuclear, one more reroll. Dawn, you can get another skill too, I guess. Or can we reroll again? Not really. Alright, give him Dawn more skill twos, and that'll work out. We'll save the rest of our stuff, yeah. That's fine. It's good enough. We'll take the risk encounter, why not? It is nice that we're at no risk of a Jun jump scare at all this run. Like, isn't that kind of nice to think about? This is a team that might not do the best here. We do have someone at Season Slash now because we've got you, but still. Nice to think that he's not going to even potentially be a problem for us. Not that he's, like, too bad ever, but I have lost runs to him, mostly because I was being stupid, of course, but a lost run is a lost run, right? We'll just hope he can get more skill 3s at later shops, right? Because the more the merrier if we really want to focus on the amplitude conversion shenanigans. Like this fight, he didn't start with his skill 3, unfortunately. It is kind of overkill on a lot of enemies, though, so it doesn't matter too much. I'd like to get some usage, though, right? There we go. There. Onwards we go, right? What do you get if they get there? I wasn't being an talisman bundle, not good. That's just money fodder, though. Nice for being money, I guess. The bright side of things. How bright they are. Oh, he lost with Ishmael's skill 1. I mean, it happens, that's fine. They're almost all staggered. You're the only one who isn't staggered. I guess you just didn't have enough tremor on self for it to add up enough. Which, I mean, it happens. It happens. Just keep on killing these guys, and they should all be fairly close to dying and stuff anyways, right? I think so. And yeah, finish the job. As far as what, like, egos we want on this team, like, almost everyone has an ego that has a Tremor Burst on it, so of course that's going to be something we're going to focus on if we want to spam the Tremor Bursts. And of course, Slime Shank, or Evident Corrosion Rodion, just super good for Tremor teams in general, solid ego. We love Tremor after all. Stacking up more of it, not really necessary though is the thing, given how, especially against like single target bosses, right? Like it's kind of overkill to use wrenching and stuff because like it will not take long for them to reach 99 tremor. More tremor count is always helpful though, especially because I guess some stuff spends tremor count. It is nice how you are a tremor unit who does not spend tremor count on burst because you don't properly burst, which is nice. But they could have been like trigger tremor burst on target and reduce tremor count by 2, but no, they're not like that, which is nice. Closer, older tremor units. These two because they're like season 1, season 0 type stuff. I guess they're both season 1 technically, right? But they don't reduce tremor count on their shenanigans, which is always very good for us. Weak attacks on you. Save the execution sentencing. That'll be good in time. Suppress this thing. Sure, why not? We'll probably execution sentencing the big guy next turn, turn 3, something like that. We'll have to see how long it takes for him to build a tremor. We're not attacking him a lot here, but he's going to just kind of build it up a bunch, just think through ego gifts and stuff. The Spirit just gives everyone tremor anytime we inflict tremor. And we do tremor stuff fairly frequently, so it happens. Nice. It's staggered this turn too. How much is that? A fair bit. Do we want to do it this turn? You're fastest. You know what? Let's just do it, yeah. Yeah! Meantime, keep on attacking those guys. Next turn, we're gonna have to take the big guy out, although he's probably getting dropped to 1 HP with the combination of this, and it's probably Faust's mass stack probably hits him too. Not that he really needs that, but it's something. Yeah, how much defense level down is that gonna be already, though? We don't even have the frog eye, which is gonna be even more defense level down than Tremor Burst. God. I still haven't seen, though. How much decay does he have? Alright, gotta investigate the factory. 66. Minus 14 off defense level right now. Alright. That's pretty cool. Let's kill this guy. Our weaker attacks can go for those guys. The stuff that doesn't actually Tremor Burst, I guess. Like this, here we go. 2 target with Unleashed Violence. More Tremor Burst, because that is very much necessary. Of course. And we're still... He's about to hit 99 Tremor. That's awesome. Very awesome. He's gonna get a little bit of defense level down. That's so funny. I really expected it to be capped. That's like the main thing that's just really shocking me here. Like, why is it not capped? You live city, live in? No, skip. You live city, live in? Proceed, skip. Yeah, no, skip. That sort of thing. Like, how's his defense level looking now? 21 minus 25 defense level. Okay, that's gonna be our final goal, I think. We're gonna try and see how low we can get someone's defense level, right? This is already fairly low. Trying to think. Most of our stuff is defense level down the same turn, right? I don't remember if the frog eye is this turn or next turn. I think it might just be this turn, though. Which is a little unfortunate. Don't think you can upgrade it to be better. Enemies deal more damage. We don't care about that, because they're not going to land hits. They're going to get staggered instantly if all goes according to plan. Right? Giving the rest off. We get Carmilla to ++ for the bit, sure. Oh, we got lucky there. 20% didn't spend cost, so that's nice. We'll sell Talisman Bundle when we get the chance to, and we'll take some Pekatule, why not? It's an Ego Gift. Ego Gift means... I mean, Ego Gift is like a free 100 cost, basically, because we'll probably just sell it if it's nothing good. And if it's something good and we want to keep, well then we just got a good Ego Gift. What more could you ask for? None of these enemies are weak to Tears, they're weak to Pride, though. I guess we'll hit you then. Yeah. Right. And yeah, this looks well. We're hitting weaknesses on most of them. I think the only thing that we're not hitting weakness on is with, is that? I think Otis's skill 1 is just being used. It's going to be like a neutral or resisted or something, but that's fine. It doesn't do much anyways. It's just weight up. Its purpose is to be discarded, so it's not the strongest skill, but it happens. Don't really have enough time to bother building up tremor counts on Otis anyways, to bother with her discard stuff. Right. Yeah, give this guy a little bit of tremor to... Yeah, nice. We love it. A little bit of tremor burst from that guy. A little bit of everyone is staggered. Cool. See, look at that kill. Actually, let's. Okay, this looks good. We'll kill some of them, not necessarily all of them, but I mean, obviously not all of them. We're not hitting all of them. That guy's at 1 HP. All right, he bleeds to death next turn, so we'll be fine. Damage there. Daring Precision should be able to just straight up kill. I feel like. Yeah, definitely. Don't know why I was acting like it was a chance it didn't happen. We'll like flash you there, sure. These guys with a bunch of random attacks and stuff, and that should be overkill. More Tremor. We love Tremor. Yeah. It happens. We also killed the other guy that was going to bleed death anyways with that, thanks to the mass attack from Regret Faust. Give me a decent Neo gift, potentially? Oh, we didn't get lucky. Unfortunate. We'll take, take Slasher. Either way, we didn't have, like, the most stuff for it, but either Slash or Pierce and Heathcliff benefits somewhat, but it's skill 1 and skill 2 are Slash, right? And these guys are quite sure. We're going for the Pierce attack anyway. Did I turn down Lightning Rod at some point? I might have. I feel like I mentioned, you know, oh yeah, we should try and focus on getting some chargy stuff, and then I proceeded to not remember that at all. We probably could have. That's fine. We're focusing Rhodey on skill 3 for now anyways. Focusing on it as if, like, you know what I mean. We're lucky enough to draw it a lot of the time, so we're not relying on, you know, her charge for skill 2 or anything too much. Nice. And finish the job. Yeah, you don't have charge right now, unfortunately. Her skill 3 is charge neutral, when her passive is active for Rodion, so... a little unfortunate. Rodion's passive is definitely one of those ones that I feel like is more of a detriment than it's much of a benefit, but, it's not that big of a detriment. I just imagined it as if, like, oh, like, there's no charge gain on the skill 3 in the first place, right? Because of how she's set up. And then, like, you kind of just accept that, yeah, that's basically how it works. The 20 sanity loss of things obtained compass is a little rough, but it's worth it for the cost. You get for selling the compass. For selling the compass, that is curiosity. Sure, we'll hit, like, you with that. We'll hit you with that, alright. Quake round, something, sure. Vibration compression, no. Can we hit someone with this? Neutral, sure. It's not good, but that's fine. I've accepted that fact. We're a little low sanity, so we just kind of need to take some riskier clashes and assume that something may happen. Immediate unleash violence, because, you know, why not? We don't really care about the mass attack stuff too much, really. It's still so funny to me, like, I point this out every, like, couple of months, I feel like, but, like, they never bothered, like, actually changing the clash symbol in other languages, right? Because, like, the clash symbol, it's, like, free in text. I assume it says clash or something, like, number of clashes. That's what the number counts. But they never change it to, like, say, like, clashes or something in other languages, which is always so funny. You just get so used to it, like, you don't really, like, notice it too much. But it sure is a bit of an oversight, I presume. Sure. Sentence that guy to death. Sentence that thing to death. That's a kill, nice. You might not kill, yeah. That's alright. It happens. We'll kill all of them except for one if all goes according to plan. And all's not going according to plan because... actually, no, he still got the kill. Even with the tails. My bad for underestimating you, I suppose. Yeah, we're getting a lot of kills. We'll get our sanity up. That's good. Make up for the compass. That is curiosity. And yeah, that's the one that probably survives anyways, because Dawn only did like half the HP to that one. I think the others we should all kill, assuming we get all heads and stuff on most of our stuff. There we go, that's nice. Does anyone still need sanity? No, okay. We just kill. I would have let whoever needs sanity get the kill in the clash and stuff, had anyone needed it, but no, we're all fine, which makes a lot of sense. Can't say I'm that shocked. Oh, and Sticky Muck. That is also good for us. That's more defense level down stacking. Who is this? Okay, crab. Oh, no, it's fish. What am I saying? It's the big fish, who we can probably tremor shenanigan. You started with execution sentencing. We'll probably throw that on the body. Don't really know if I want to clash with it, though. Oh, no, it's good chances, yeah. Go for it, then. Why not? You for neutral. You can live with a neutral. You're just kind of there. You win these. Good. This looks good. We'll be able to get a bunch of funny on the body immediately. Lose the clash for you, that's fine. You still get the mass attack properties on your skill too, so let's skill 3 next turn. So it doesn't matter if she wins or loses. The only way that Faust skill 1 doesn't give her the required tremor, I believe, is if she gets dodged, because it's either on hit or it's on clash lose she gains it, which is pretty easy conditions to trigger. Speaking of conditions to trigger, I feel like the body's about to get staggered now, thanks to that. Yep, cool. Good stuff. Now the body's gonna be like super weakened this turn. We'll hit it with like our strong attack. Because it's funny. And we'll do a little bit of that. Yeah, sure. We don't want to go all out on the body in this fight, because when the body is broken, it is, well, broken and stops doing anything, right? Oh, we got Tails with Enactment. Unfortunate, when that was supposed to be a relatively free win. That's okay. Some of these were very clearly not going to be free wins, because I know the paralysis was lying about some of them, but I had faith in Dawn, and, you know, she didn't pull through. So sad. Cool. There's a clash with that. That's fine. Now you could 3-target with your skill 3 if you draw your skill 3 this turn. And you did draw your skill 3 this turn. Cool. Okay, this turn the body's being mean. How's the body's defense level, though? It's 27 right now. Not really very great for you now, is it? Paralyzed, it's gonna lie about this sort of thing. We should just be able to... No, there's no stagger threshold left, and you actually we're probably gonna be fine if we just go all out, I think. Statistically speaking, like, what's the worst? What happens? What could go wrong if we take a couple blood cannons, right? We're probably gonna be able to stagger this part. I'd say. Iron Compression is only 2 coins, that's fine. We're kind of relying a lot on Faust to get the kill here, but she should be able to get the kill pretty easily. Yeah. Here we go. Unleash your violence. Nice. Did it hit the body 3 times? I think it did. That's unfortunate. But you're out of a body now. Does mean you're out of funny tremor decay too, but that's okay. Tremor decay, that's okay. Yada yada. You still need charge. Yeah, okay, I do that then. Skill 1 so that you can get your charge, so you can get the funny skill 2 next turn potentially. And like the rest of this fight is just gonna be us wailing away at this. Hoping we draw Heathcliff's skill 3. Doesn't seem like we're drawing it next turn, so it's still ways away. Next shop, I'm sure we'll get another Heathcliff skill 3 trust. But yeah, bodies. The body when the body goes down in this fight, then basically the entire gimmick is just over with, and you just kind of gotta beat it to death. That's really all that remains for it. Especially since like we can't really stagger you at all. You don't have any stagger thresholds anymore. Unfortunately for us. I mean, like, hit you a bunch though. That's always something. Always something. So was that. Why not? I also didn't look to see if he was drawing the skill 3 next turn, but he might. Would be cool. Oh yeah, that is a change they made. You can see it there, but you notice the damage numbers are actually showing the body part, like it's showing the hand symbol there. And for here it's gonna show the tail symbol. What's the tail symbol like? No, this is the leg. No, you're going for the tail, that's right. You got killed, okay. But it's showing the body part next to the actual damage numbers in case you didn't see that, which is a change they made this update, and it's a pretty good change, that's for sure. Make it a lot easier to distinguish that sort of thing, right? You're at 8 HP. We're just gonna auto damage you and you'll die. Yeah, Library Compression does the job. Nice. Good stuff. No eye, that's unfortunate. What do we want then? These are some rough things, that's for sure. Might just take Phantom Pain, though. Plus coin, my more coins is scary, don't get me wrong. But, like, I don't want them to have more HP, that's ruder. No matter what, it's gonna be rough for us. Let's just go all in. We can grab... I guess we'll take Employee Card for more charge. Not a bad idea, I guess. And Phantom Pain actually helps us to a degree, so that's good. Let's see, what are we gonna look for here? Lip Bloomer's Tattoo? That works for us. Yeah, we've got some Pride stuff, we'll take it. We're really just mainly looking for the eye. I don't think there's any other, like, good Tremor stuff to still look for beyond the eye. Tomorrow's Fortune, we're still early enough to warrant it, I think. Glimpse of Flames, okay. Rodion skill change, no, not who we're looking for. No luck, really. I really want to get more skill 3s. Okay, we'll sell a couple things that don't do much for us. That's the defense level down. We'll roll one more time. Heathcliff, there we go, it's worth it. More skill 3s for you. And we press on. Ooh, event. This guy. I feel like there's a very good chance we're gonna see you, Friday morning in the trailer. Here's my prediction. I'm recording this on the Wednesday in case you can't tell, so if they drop the trailer Thursday by surprise, this is still before then, we're probably gonna get this guy's ego for Yisong and Otis. That's my Mega Brain prediction. And it'll be, you know, like a he for Yisong and like a Teth for Otis or something, I don't know. Maybe a Zan or something for Otis, I don't know. This is my prediction. It just feels fitting. This Abno is very closely relevant to Wuthering Heights from what I know, the whole showing of Portrait of Math thing. On top of the aesthetic and stuff, it's obviously a T-Corp-ish Abno with that color scheme. Yeah, now you've got more skill 3s, so that's nice. We could get Pride Resonance if we wanted to, not that it helps us too much. It is nice though, because Heathcliff's skill 3 is a Pride attack that has 3 coins to, which means he will instantly max out the benefit he gains from the tattoo next turn. Instantly 5 offense and defense level up next turn after using the skill 3. On top of the fact that it is, you know, the funny Tremor Decay, which is the main focus, but still. Oh, Ishmael lost the clash. Not a shocker. You can get another one of these off. Cool. This guy is at -9 10th level. If we could get overcharged here, if we can get overcharged to reduce their defense level even further, that'll be so funny. Unfortunately, we couldn't get overcharged 1, but we can still get overcharged 2 at the end of this floor for the funny defense level down. Because overcharge, what is it? It's like a plus, what is it, plus 10 offense level, -7 defense level or something? It's something stupid like that, right? To all enemies. So it means they're going to be rolling better, but they're going to have even less defense level, which works perfectly well for a goal of having an enemy with the lowest defense possible. What events here? Standard battery. It's more damage, I guess. This is like the strangest design floor I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever had a floor like this before. Do we think they broke something with the Blade Lineage event ending? I don't know. I guess we'll have to see if this is like a reoccurring thing or if this is just a very strange floor gen. I've done a lot of mirror dungeons, so if this is the kind of thing that could have happened before today, I feel like I would have seen it before. Or like there is straight up only 2 rows. And the top row is not going down ever, it seems. Until the very end, probably. I didn't see for sure, though, but I don't know. It's a very funny design for a floor, don't get me wrong. It is very funny. It's just very strange, that's for sure. Cannot be denied. Doing a lot of damage to these guys, killing them, all that sort of good stuff. Yeah, rev up, nice. Doesn't mean everyone gets even more charge next turn thanks to the employee card. She's basically separate card, yeah. Get that Gloom Resonance, make it so that we trigger Rispin or Merceau's passive, I think. Is it not even triggering? I might just have gotten it wrong, Kelly. I think I was talking about it earlier, but it's like such a situational and bad passive to be focusing on. But it is Tremor to some degree. Oh wait, there we go, there is a third row. It's just taking till the very end to exit. And I still have not had a single choice to go down. I've been forced onto staying on the top path.
어떤 시간과 공간에 계시는 관리자님이 들을진 몰라도 그때를 위해서 미리 응원을 녹음해야 한다는 거군요.
Okay.
아, 이런.
Some tremor bursts and stuff going, get some fragility going thanks to the tremor bursts, all that good stuff. Our decision is quite daring. The decision is just to kill that guy, but you know, it's fairly daring, I'd say. Nice. A little bit close. Any attack that has a lot of coins is scary just in general, because, you know, we have given +1 coin power to all enemies. Not that it makes too big of a difference, though. And yeah, these guys all die. That's an undeniable fact. Probably gonna have to do one more fight. If we're lucky, it'll be like an event after this node, but there's only gonna be one more node before we get to actually reconverge or whatever. But it's probably gonna be another fight. I feel like there's been a lot of events already. Yeah. It's back at Duele though, so we could get an eco gift. And we'd have a choice if we did thanks to having the funny, what's it call it? Mars Fortune. Whatchamacallit, yeah. Very descriptive of me, isn't it? Slash anyone you clash that guy, sure. That's something. I'm SpongeBob. I'm SpongeBob. I'm SpongeBob. Going insane. It happens. I'm SpongeBob. It's such a funny voice clip of, you know, the SpongeBob just saying, I'm SpongeBob. Like, you can't help but, like, feel the need to just repeat it over and over again, you know? Yeah. You know how it goes, right? It'd be like that sometimes. There's nothing to insanity. It happens. Perchance. Enactment, nice. These guys are all staggered, cool. Not really a shocker. What's the strongest attack we have? Might be you, honestly. Okay, you go for the high HP guy. You're doing a lot of damage too. I guess you can go for that guy. No, that shit, it says it'll kill if you get all heads. I'll trust you. Oh, yeah, okay. Good, so we potentially can kill them all this turn. We'll have to see for sure. It kind of depends on some factors. Like, you need to get at least a head there on their second point, which you did, so that's good. And Dawn should kill if she gets all heads here, which is decently likely, but it's not, like, guaranteed or anything. Be a nice school. Good stuff. The only reason it was risky is because it was an enemy that resists Wrath, because, you know, Wrath Pegatula logically resists Wrath, but no, they all died. So that's good. And the paths converge. Good stuff. It's two stuff we've sold earlier. I don't know which one's worth more, so I'll take the one that actually does something for us. Fierce Gloom, KQE, Centipede, or Fox. Any of those three. Not very good at, you know, restraining what options we're given, but Centipede, it is. Okay, Centipede we can definitely mess with a fair bit. But we can immediately do that, that's good. No, let's have this be a setup-y turn, I think. We could just spend so much tremor on, like, target, but... Or we could inflict a bunch of tremor, right? That, though, yeah. Looks good. We want you to know your skill 3 is probably better. We're gonna snag Harpoon for more fragility for the bit. They get you some decent tremor going. Recon scores will reduce tremor count a little bit, but not too bad, right? Yeah, it's a very minor amount. So that's good. And execution sentencing, so that you now have the tremor decay, so it's now a defense level decreaser. And you are going to have 10 fragility next turn, I believe. Thanks to the power of the bell. Yeah, pretty easily, too. Only that body part, of course. The other part's not going to have much. I mean, it'll have some, because we're building up tremor just passively on it, but still. Yeah, how's your defense level down looking? Body got staggered immediately. Negative 27. Okay, 28 defense level right there. You're going for unattack this turn. Which, I mean, makes sense, but still boring. How rude. You're going for an attack. What a loser, am I right? You're both right. You do, okay. So you can actually clash there and you'll still hit both. That's good, then. We attack the other part now if we wanted to, or we could just keep on attacking the part that's super weak this turn. I think I know what choice interests me more. Or we're going to be doing a lot of damage even with attacks that don't do a lot of damage. Aw, Tails, that's unfortunate. We really gotta get heads on that first coin with Thous, because that's the only way our skill 2 stays tremor count positive. Otherwise, it's a loss, of course. That's fine. We don't need to give a mass attacking this thing, I don't think. We're pretty fine without it. Yeah, break the body, do some damage. We should just be able to kill you before you can do anything else, though, right? Yeah, pretty easily. We'll just do, like, a little bit of this. And your turn, or your charge, that's fine. We'll do a little bit of this, bring you down to 1 HP, cancel your attacks. And you've got, what, 1 self-charge? Or no, you're out of self-charge, so you should just die. If I'm interpreting this correctly. Or no, you might... You should have 1 charge... You don't... I think you got 1 self-charge, right? Unless it goes down. No, it goes down when you kill him a little bit, but then it gets doubled, does it? Yeah, no, he had 1. No, he had 2, actually, huh? Don't know where he got that other one from. If there was something. Sure. I'm just win rating it for the bit. We're good. We're golden, yeah. We could have not won any clashes there, and the centipede still would have died. I should probably be fine. Be careful with my HP, I guess, because like we still have another floor to go through. But it's funnier to be risky. There's overload. Yeah, more defense level down. Absolutely. Absolutely. 10 offense level up, 7 down. We don't get a good EU gift from it. We don't gain a bonus one. That's unfortunate, but we can live with that. Rusty coin. We'll take that. Anything else we're particularly looking for at this point? I don't think so. You another skill 3? Sure thing. I'm down for that. Otherwise... I'm not gonna get the eye. I might sell some things, roll for the eye a little bit. Sure, some of these are useful or whatever, but they're not... We probably shouldn't sell too much stuff, though, because then they can show up in the shop. Reduce their chance to find something actually useful. Okay, we are just not getting the eye. That's fine. We might get it sooner or later. Okay, take slash over pierce, 100%. This floor is the one where, whenever you see a pierce node, just try to avoid it if possible. The chances are it'll be a little rough for you. Good thing is, though, we can't find Jun anymore. As I keep on mentioning, but, you know, it's because it's a really good thing to think about. Sanger Sandra does the job there? Yeah. First time we've needed to ego this run, I think. Have I egoed it all before? I don't think so. But yeah, better safe than sorry. Don't really want to risk anyone dying. Dawn's relatively expendable. Like, I'd be relatively fine if she died. Both Dawn and Ishmael aren't, like, insane Tremor people. They're just more so, like, a little bit additional on top of everything else we've got going. Although Dawn does have half of her skill set as Tremor Burst, because she's got 3 skill 2s right now, thanks to the skill changes in the first shop, so that's nice. And I guess I did also change Ishmael's skill a little bit, give her another skill 3, so... We've invested into them a little bit, but not enough for me to be too concerned if they die. Doing it again, thanks for the coin, forgot about that. Cool. And just finish them off, yeah. Good stuff. As per usual, it's just a second wave of the exact same creatures. First it was things and now creatures. Doing this a lot, aren't I? Oh well. It happens. We should be doing mostly fine here, though.
방해꾼 하나가 사라졌군. 외우피의 적법한 무력 행사다.
Everything's still going well enough as far as I can tell. No one's exploded in like a big tremory explosion. I mean, the enemies are exploding in big tremory explosions, but none of our allies are exploding in big tremory explosions. So it's like we're doing well in my books, I guess. Unfortunately, we're not getting the additional attack weight here, thanks to this guy's HP being really low already, thanks to Faust skill 3. That's fine though. We get the kill. Oh, they all just died. Nice. We will take it. I'll take the Pierce note, 'cause it's a normal fight. What's the worst that can happen, right? And we get 2 options after this, you know, despite me talking about how, you know, it's the kind of thing you really want to avoid a bunch, I'm going for it. And yeah, this is fine. This isn't anything to be, like, afraid of. Flame resonance is something, it's not enough to warrant it, though, I don't think. Oh, you can snag her pin, yeah. Yeah, and they're weak to it. They're weak to blunt, they're weak to gloom, so it'll be a good thing.
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
지금이라도 말 들어. 방해꾼 하나가 사라졌군.
효과적이네요. 이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요. 내가 찾은 나만의 항해 방식.
Bonk. There it goes, okay. Looking swell.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
And of course, because of Command Coin, it's going again. It happens. I mean, it happens really is a very nothing response to say about it, but I mean, it is in fact happening. I think that's also what my follow-up every time. These are not good flashes. Okay, these guys don't do a lot of damage for the most part, but it will still add up. That's for sure. So we'll, like, do that. Okay, and we'll hope for the best.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
I mean, it's working out well. The neutrals and stuff really weren't that big of a deal, I suppose. So that's good.
여행엔 목적이 있었지.
And then we 2-path the muscle again. I'm not saying a lot right now. There's really not too much to say, unfortunately. It happens. And finish the job. Okay. Floor 5 fights are just kind of slogs sometimes. We're doing a lot of tremory stuff, so we're definitely killing them fairly fast, but the issue is not quite as fast as the other status effects, just because of how stupid damage you can do with like stuff like poise especially. Burn kills enemies really fast, even though it's not too strong. The ego gifts are just kind of stupid for it. And choices. Take Pegatula or take a blunt fight. I'll take a blunt fight. Blunt fight shouldn't be too bad.
잠깐만.
I guess I should be going for ego gifts though, because I'm still looking for the Todai. The funny Todai guy.
대부분 분야에서 저는 최고의 성능을 내는 AI지만 응원은 조금 더 준비 시간이 필요합니다. 공감의 영역은 잘 쓰지 않았던 분이라 일단 먼지를 털어내야 하거든요.
그러니 알아서 잘 피해.
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
And there we go.
무력화. 확인 사살. 효과적이네요.
우리가
이
우세.
방식을 기억하는 게
서둘러
좋겠어요.
끝내보자고.
You guys die. I guess we should use our weaker skills, though. I'm bad about that.
한바탕
But yeah, we still have a
해볼까?
second wave. It's easy to forget about that.
한 건 했고.
How are we doing on passive? Here's passive 3 not triggering. Is Ishmael's a weird resonance one? Is that why there's one passive that isn't triggered right now? It probably is.
와,
Yeah, 3 res to
뭐야?
get inflict a little bit more
더 이상
tremor in
움직이지
one
않네.
flash.
이대로 남은
I mean, like,
녀석들은
it's
전부
a little more
움직이지
tremor,
않게
so it's
만들어보자.
nice, but, you know, Gluttony isn't the most common thing on a tremor team. Although it is nice to have Gluttony on a tremor team because, you know, it guarantees Green Spirit. But the thing is, when you're inflicting tremor, it happens just always. Anyways, and most of our attacks are tremor because, believe it or not, we're running a tremor team.
내가 찾은 나만의 항해
Chart your
방식.
own path, yep. And no, you love charting your path so much that, believe it or not, she's gonna do it not once, but twice.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
Oh, never mind it. I forgot Faust's skill 1 is a 1 point, so that's actually gonna go twice instead. Huh. Yeah, there it is going twice. Cool. Shh. Well, at least you build a lot of tremor count that turn, Faust. If you know, have any mass attacks to use next turn, you'll definitely be able to use them in mass attack form.
무력 행사다.
Oh, here's the tremor decay on this guy as well, this poor fellow.
무력 행사다.
He dies immediately, so it doesn't do that much, but
그러니 알아서
우리가
it's a
위기를
thought.
정하고 있어.
How much tremor count do you have? Yeah, you've got a little bit.
지휘팀이라면
Yeah, that'll work.
완벽하고 빈틈없이
You can make all your skills the maximum possible attack weight. Unfortunately, all these enemies will die before you get to land either of your hits. Yeah.
방해꾼
Monkey's paw.
하나가 사라졌군.
I guess, I don't know if that's really a monkey's paw situation, but you know what I mean, right? If you got, you know, the power but couldn't use it. That's monkey's paw-esque, I'd say. Right? I don't even know what I'm talking about this time. Monkey's paw is like, you know, like, oh, it's the wish, but like, oh, the monkey's paw curls. Like, there's like a downside that you weren't thinking about. Oh, you can pass this. Good job. I was so ready to call her a failure, but no, she passed. Risky blunt encounter? Don't mind if I do.
돈 벌러 가자.
It's blunt, so I'm not too concerned. It'll just be like Canto 1 guys or something for some reason, right? Oh, it's pirates.
대부분 분야에서
That makes sense
저는
too, I
최고의
guess.
성능을 내는 AI지만 응원은 조금 더 준비 시간이 필요합니다.
Mm.
공감의 영역은
Speaking
잘 쓰지
of,
않았다는 겁니다.
uh,
일단 먼지를 털어내야 하거든요.
attacking, yeah. We're egoing a little bit here, I think. Yeah, we gotta. Don't need to do too much. I don't want to overdo the ego, but it's a good idea to do so that we make sure that no one explodes in the second. After this, we get our shop, we get our rest stop, and we fight the boss. Excited to do the bosses. I still have yet to see Dream Devouring Silt Current and Mirrodin 3 Hard. I've seen everything else but it at least once. I think only once for like Fey Lantern and like
효과적이네요.
Skin
이
Prophet.
방식을 기억하는
Doesn't
게
help that I
좋겠어요.
went for Kim a fair bit of times recently, right?
확인 사살.
So I haven't done too much
방금
of the normal
공격이
bosses,
좋았어.
but yeah,
이대로만 계속해보면 좋을
it
텐데.
happens.
꽤 끈적거리네.
I really hope I see Dream Devouring Current at least, you know, once before Mirror Dungeon 3 ends in like a month's time.
효율적인 대처로
Although it is really funny if I just never do. I thought it recently-ish thanks to the railway, but that still was like, even was the railway. Was it early February? I want to say. I think that makes sense, yeah. Because, you know, January they did, you know, Walpurgis Night,
유효타
and they
좋아.
did
계속 우리가 우세.
Christmas event and that sort of stuff. So I think February was the railway month. Yeah, yeah. That sounds about right. Oh, if we do this and it kills you, actually get to keep your tremor, don't you? Okay, that's cool then. We'll try that. If you go with like the first coin especially, but the second coin too, you keep most of your tremor.
자, 한건 했고.
Most of your charge. You're still, you know, short on it, but I didn't sell the employee card, did I? I don't think so. So you should just have enough charge to be able to skill 2 next turn. So that's good.
방해꾼 하나가 사라졌군.
Some of these guys are weak to Pierce, so you might hit one of them. You're hitting one of the ones that's weak to Blunt, I think, though. No, you're weak to Pierce. Oh, these ones. Okay, I see. Yeah. The big ones are the ones weak to Pierce. I was getting it backwards for a second. You're not gonna be able to do anything with it, though. It just advertising corrosion that instead, yeah. It's safer. They'd probably stick to the safer option some of these times. Did Pride Resonance change anything? Not enough. Okay, we're gonna need to use a couple more egos here. And by a couple, I mean I'm gonna use a lot of them because I'd really like to not die. So I'm gonna mass attack a bunch of people. Will it be bad for sanity? Yes, definitely. 100% yes. Very bad for sanity, in fact. Undeniably bad. But, that's fine. We can spend some cost healing our people up a little bit if our sanity drops a little too low from the ego spam. But they're just going for some strong attacks, and I don't really feel like risking anything too much.
적법한 무력 행사다.
I also did, amplitude conversion that guy twice, so that's fine. Efficient corrosion, more tremor, good stuff. Tremor burst as well, to make sure these guys get staggered as soon as possible. Means that a lot of these ego are going to be overkill because their targets are probably going to have been staggered by random things, but that's fine. Fluid sac for sanity healing for Rodion at least. Unfortunately, it's going before a lot of the other things. Probably should have set things up so I have representation emitted before fluid sac. I mean, they're both SP healing though, so that doesn't matter that much. And we'll be fine. Faust knows all outcomes. She sure does. I feel like I don't see representation emitter a lot, and that's probably because I don't use it too much, because if I'm using Faust, I mean she's got fluid sac, but it's a veto. It's a mass stack you start out with. That's kind of hard to underestimate. Or it's hard to... not underestimate. It's very easy to underestimate it because it's a base ego, so you know, it's fairly easy to underestimate it. So that's healing, so that's good. I guess it's just fairly easy to overlook how important a mass attack is, even if it's only a 3 target when you have no egos at the start of the game, right? Because being able to, like, actually do a bunch of damage to a bunch of people helps a lot. And it just can't be understated. Oh, that's more tremor. Cool. We can upgrade that one too, actually, yeah. See, we gotta see if we can roll for the eye, though. That's a no. Awesome. Sure thing. Night vision goggles, we don't want them. Coffee and cranes and Carmilla don't do anything for us at this point. We don't need healing. What else don't we need? We don't need you at this point. So that's good. Roll. One more. Get you another skill 3 share. Roll once more. Good luck, no. Really just did not get the melty eyeball. That's unlucky. Well, we can get you to ++. So, you know, we get more tremors, infliction and stuff, I guess. And we'll upgrade you because we don't have anything better to do. Heal everyone? Sure thing. I think all of our sanity was fine, thanks to Blind Obsession also being sanity healer, but oh well. London Wrath, is that my form empties? I think so. It is. Okay, I fought you last week, I think, so funny to see you again so soon. Yeah, the execution kind of thing. We're definitely gonna pop that on the stone seed, I think, right? Yeah. Seems like a logical choice. Efficient corrosion, definitely gonna pop that on something. Let's see. Turn 1. How do we want to go about doing this? Do we want to go about actually killing these guys? Because there's definitely a couple ways we could do that. Unleash violence. Which you're weak to? You're fairly weak to London Wrath. You've only got 200. Yeah, these guys have like such a low HP number. Easy to forget. They're fairly weak though, that's for sure. I guess, do we want to clash with everyone? I think we're just gonna... everyone else will just be on clash duty. Yeah, I think so. Boring as that is. I guess you can Blind Obsession if you want to be a little less boring. That's something. If anything, you can clash against those, so it's not great, but it's something. Enactment. Doesn't actually win these clashes, really. Okay. Loot sack is more tremor bursts. We'll go for it. Wheel Holidays more tremor bursts. We'll go for it. Sure. Unleash Violence doesn't win clashes. So we'll just go for Blue Attack because you don't have a tremor burst. Good enough. And then we specifically do it like this, I guess, and whatever. We're just egoing a bunch because we'll probably be able to mass deck and kill some of these guys a bit if I had to try.
이
hope, I
전투는
guess. I don't know.
승리할 거예요.
Got a crit there.
방금
Interesting.
공격은 좋았어.
Didn't really have very high
계속해보면 좋을
chances to
텐데.
crit.
이
We're hitting
전투는
more people
승리.
this turn, that's good. Kill the minions as fast as possible, I guess.
효과적이네요. 이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요.
Actually, using Holiday is really funny, especially because we could actually very well lose this clash if we get a Tails and she got a lot of heads. We're fine. Nothing to be that genuinely concerned. If it's the first time I've used Otis Holiday in a while, it's one of those 6 egos I still don't have at max thread spin because it's not great. But it is a Primer Burst.
부위 파괴.
Yeah.
돛대를 부러뜨리는 것만큼 중요한 한 방이었어요.
Here we go.
외우 피해
We get the
적법
decay
함무라
off
행사다.
on the seat. That'll be good, especially because we've killed a lot of the minions this turn. I think, unfortunately, we don't get the additional attack weight from the corrosion do weight. Yeah, no. Because the part counts as being below 50% HP because it's hitting the part that's at 0 HP. That's fine.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요.
And yeah, Blind Obsession, do a little bit more to these guys. Pretty funny how we just kind of brutally murdered Guido first. Usually Ida's the one who dies instantly. I guess it's just because I was using a lot of blunt mass attacks that hit Guido.
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도
대체에게
쉽게
일격을
갈 수
Yeah,
있을
you
거야.
guys are doing fine, yeah.
샴페인을 가져오기엔 너무 이른 타이밍이긴
Okay,
하겠지만
this turn I might just go all in on you for the bit. Like, is it the best play? No. But is it going to be funny? Probably. We'll go for it. We'll commit. Commit to the bit. Dun 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 dun. No need for egos either. We're just going full in for the Tremor gaming.
외우 피해
유효타
적법 함무라
좋아.
행사다.
계속 집중하지.
See just how much defense level down we can get going, right?
성공했어. 계속
We're definitely doing a lot of it. 20 defense level down without even factoring in the Tremor shenanigans right there. Yeah. A little bit.
확인 사살.
Okay, if you're at max Tremor next turn, think the Oscillating Bracelet being like 30 more Tremor potency. Good, you're hitting Ida a little bit. Oh, you did just kill Ida because she's really weak. Cool. So it's just G-Corp Head Manager, who really isn't that big of a threat.
와, 성공했어.
Yeah, Stone Seed. How's Stone Seed defense? Stone Seed is at 21 defense level right now.
전부 움직일 수 없게 만들어보자.
How unfortunate for you, huh? Oh, this is only 2 coins, that's fine. It's still your best option. We'll do a little bit of this. Because now you're, super fragile. We're going to get more defense level down. Sticky Muff triggers with Execution Sentencing, so that is just straight up more defense level down. But, like, your 10 protection means nothing when you're at, like, a 20 defense level. It really is a little overkill. But in a really funny way, that's for sure. And down you go, nice. G-Corp Head Manager just explodes in the process, but yeah. Tremor Decay is funny.
입회 완료.
Sentence completed. Since the convict's been cleared out of the letter, there ain't much else for me to do here. Yes, thank you for filling your section of the contract, Keith. Just being to inflict Tremor Decay and cause these guys to have an unfortunate time of having very little defense level and just kind of getting gunned down with spamming fragility and defense level down and stuff. Which is all Tremor does right now, but it's fun. Hard to deny. And we get last mirror done 3 hard of the season, by the way. It's crazy to think about. Or at least last time we're getting the rewards from it. So we'll probably be ending the season off with like a 1400 pass level, which is pretty good. That's for sure. Like 400 higher than I had last season. I ended at like, what, 1009 or something 1015 last season, something like that.
오늘도 바쁜 하루였어.
Oh?
여기저기 돌아다니느라 발에 불날
Issue,
뻔했을
touch
거야.
assist app no longer works for Android.
내일도 모레도 놀러 나가면
I
좋을
mean,
것
sure.
같은데.
Oh no, they've ruined, the Android controls. What a shame. It is a good thing I do not play on Android. Yeah, no daily extractions to do, of course, since I already did them. Got some boxes back there, that's nice. And we'll be going into the next season with like 50 boxes. That's okay. We'll make do, I'm sure. I'll just have to pull for the new ID instead of just charting it, which is a scary thought, but it happens sometimes. But yeah, Öufi Heathcliff, fun unit. This skill 3 is super good for stuff. He rolls well in general, too. Like, that's something it's hard to underestimate. Even if you're only semi-focusing on Tremor, as long as you get the Tremor count going. And, like, he doesn't reduce Tremor count on Tremor Burst. You know? Kind of thing that's definitely super useful, because Tremor count is vaguely annoying occasionally. Because if you just use too many strong skills early on in fights before you have a chance to build Tremor count. But not an issue here. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!